Is dropshipping the right move for your e-commerce business? Let's go over some of the pros and cons of this popular fulfillment method. Dropshipping allows you to sell products without holding inventory. When one of your customers places an order, you purchase that item from a third-party provider and they ship it out. And that sounds pretty simple, right? Except here's some things to consider. So on the plus side, dropshipping involves minimal upfront investment. You don't need to buy inventory in bulk or rent some large warehouse. You can just get started now. This low risk model allows you to test out different products that you try to sell to your customers before bringing it into your own space, if at all. It's also scalable, meaning you can expand your product range without drastically increasing your overhead. But despite what social media influencers might say, dropshipping comes with some real limitations. Your profit margins will be lower because you have a third party involved. You have less control over your supply chain and the logistics involved with it. And you also have less control over the inventory that you have on hand. Product quality can be inconsistent, and you might face a lot of competition because in some of these spaces, the barrier to entry is very low. To really succeed with dropshipping, you will need to focus on creating a strong brand and making sure that your customer experience is exceptional. Choose your suppliers carefully and maintain constant communication with them. You also might want to consider specializing in a more niche market so that you stand out from your competition. So remember, while dropshipping can be a great way to start your e-commerce business, it's not always a consistent path to business success. If you're wanting to maintain more control over your product and your growth, you want to consider managing and operating your own warehouse. And when you combine your own space and control of that product and then incorporate better inventory software and controls, links down below, you open up the opportunity for your continual business growth. You open up the growth potential of your entire business. And before you start any of this, make sure that you create a solid business plan, do your research on your suppliers, and make sure that you've got a good market fit for whatever the products may be that you plan to provide to your customers. Consider starting with a mix of drop shipping and self-fulfilled products so that you balance both risk and control. Ultimately, drop shipping can be a valuable business tool at e-commerce that you can incorporate into your business, but it's not always right for every business. Ultimately, weigh your pros and cons carefully so that you can make the best decision weighing out risk, cost, control, investment, and ultimately where you want your business to go. You can do it. Thanks.